Hey, I am Rohit Mane and this is my submission for Spotter's full stack developer assessment. The objective of the project was to build a full stack application which is help us to trucking trip plan a trucking trip while generating the FMSC compliant daily driver logs. So let's start with the demo. Here you can see that uh, to plan a trip we have the four inputs like the current location, pickup location, drop off location, and the current cycle used in the 8-day cycle, and the uh, and the total amount of hours used is the 70 hours. Let's see it by one example. Here I take the current location as the Chicago, pickup location as Indianapolis, and the drop-off location as Dallas. And the current cycle, let's take it as 29 hour, and let's plan for the trip. When I hit the plan trip, then our backend will calculate that how much miles of distance is it and how much amount of time it will take. Then here we get the trip summary, that the total distance, driving time, trip length, and the cycle hours remaining. It means in the last cycle of the total 8-day cycle. And here we have mentioned the stops, how many stops will be required. One is the pickup stop will be required here in the Indian Palace, and another is a 30-minute break which is planned here. And in similar way you can see the different stops in this map. This is an interactive map. Here you can zoom it and check for the how much breaks are planned here. Here is the fuel stop which is also can be visible through this, as well as you can see that out of the 24 hour how much time the driver spent into the driving and how much time it spends into the break, on duty, and the sleeper berth. Here you can see this is the first driving session for the driver while he is driving from the Chicago to Indianapolis. And on the reaching at the pickup location, the driver is on duty, but it takes a break from the driving. He is not driving, and this time schedule is for the pickup. And similarly, this schedule has been followed. Here to generate the predictive daily log sheets, I have used this inputs. You can change according to your convenience, and we can see this is the generated daily log sheet. While designing this application, I have used the Django REST framework for the backend and separated out the business logic from the actual API layer. And for the front end, I have used the React and the TypeScript. One of the important thing that I have to mention is that while designing this application and while considering the assignment scope, I have treated it as an predictive tip planner, not as a historical EDE log generator. That's why by taking these simple inputs as current location, pickup location, and drop off location, I am able to plan the trip. Further, if we want, then we can also change the location and check for the longer trip, the trip which can take a longer durations. Let's take Delhi, India, and this will be a long trip, and let's see how our backend is responding for this long trip. Here you can see this is a 3-day trip, and the logs for the 3-day trip has been already shown, and here you can see the in detail breakdown of the uh, daily log sheet. That concludes the demo, and thank you for the consideration. I enjoy the building this project while it combines the route planning, regulatory compliance rules, and the full stack engineering into a practical logistic application. I appreciate your consideration and look forward to your feedback. Thank you.